This has got to be one of the craziest looking adjustable brackets I've seen for lasers. Hey guys, Brad here. Today we're going to take a look at a Huepar laser. This is the SO3CG/CR. Now Huepar sent this to us to take a look at, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at it, and I've actually been using this a fair bit on a renovation, so make sure you check out our other videos because you might just see it in there. So yeah, let's take a look. It's got a hard case, which is really nice. You can chuck this off a building, no problem. It would be fine. On the front, we've got two little clasps which hold it together. And then inside, we've got sort of that soft clamshell type case. So it's all nicely packed in here, nice and tight, nothing's falling around. So 2 thumbs up for that. Now let's take a look at what you get. For starters, we get a remote control. We get a little charger, which has the USB connector on it. And this actually is using USB-C to charge the batteries, which you can do right here on the side. So you plug your USB in on the side. Now, I'm going to grab the battery. I also want to show you another thing that's cool, is that the batteries themselves you can charge directly with USB-C. So the battery doesn't have to be plugged into the laser for it to work. So this is a 3-plane green laser, okay, which I love. I think if you're going to get a laser, you should get a 3-plane green laser, just because there's no point having a 1-plane. 2-plane is great, but 3-plane just sort of gets everything. You can do cabinets, you can do layouts. We use it a lot when we're framing like basements, or right now we're doing a main floor. We've got super high ceilings and we're having to stick frame. So using a laser is really helpful for this specific job. What else do we have here? Surprised that they actually gave this to us. This is a adapter for AA batteries. Most lasers don't have this, so that's pretty cool. So that means if you are, running low on battery power, you don't have necessarily plug-in power, you can just slap this in if you've got some AA's kicking around. Then we've got a mounting plate. So let's say you want to attach this bracket, which I'll grab here. This has got to be one of the craziest looking adjustable brackets I've seen for lasers. It's actually kind of cool how it works, but it is kind of crazy looking. So there are 2 pretty strong magnets on the back. There's also a hole right here for a nail or a screw. So if you wanted to, you could attach this to, steel studs, or you can attach this plate to like your 2x4 or 2x6, and then you could attach this right to the plate. So then you can just remove it every day or whatever you want to do. But there's multiple options here, depending on what you're, what you're building and what your site is like. Now the adjustment on this, they've got a little level on the top, which just kind of helps you pre-dial this thing in. But the laser itself slips in like this on the head. So there is no mounting bracket here for your standard sort of screw holes on the bottom, but this works just as well. The adjustment here on the height is right here. So this knob adjusts this piece up and down, and then this guy right here brings the laser in and out, but you can also quickly press the buttons on the side and just manually sort of slide this in and out if you need to. So there's quite a lot of adjustments. This guy allows you to spin it, I believe. Yeah, this one rotates the laser, so it's slowly rotating. So pretty cool. Now it's a self-leveling laser. The only thing that this laser doesn't have, I'm just going to turn it on the side, it slides on just like, helps if you put a battery in this, guys. Yeah, so the only thing that this does not have is the ability to turn this on and lock your laser out, which I like doing, if you've got a railing to put on or something like that. I like the ability to lock out one of the lasers, usually the top one. So you can turn these guys off just with these buttons. Still learning how to use the buttons. There we go. So now I've just got the top laser on, and I would like to be able to lock that out, but you can't. It only does self-leveling. So, you know, that's my one pet peeve with this laser, is that you can't lock it out. And I don't think I'm missing on how to do that, because I've tried, I've read the directions, I cannot figure out how to lock it out, and I'm actually surprised that you can't. So usually, like on the Bosch laser, it's on the side. Yeah, it has 2 stops, one here and then the next one, and then you'd be able to lock it out. So that's really my only complaint with this laser. Otherwise, comparing it to my higher end lasers is very accurate. We haven't had any issues using this in the cold. We've actually been using this a lot in, you know, -20, -30 degree weather, and left it sitting out, and the batteries are fine. I haven't had any issues with it, so that's pretty impressive. So it feels like it's strong that way. It's got decent rubber overmold on it, so if you drop this thing, it's not going to break from what I can tell. It's dust proof, all that kind of stuff. So overall, I'm pretty impressed with the laser for the price point. Again, I would really like to have that locking out feature, but you know, what can you do? You can't have the best of all the worlds. Now the remote control, you can turn off different lasers as well. I've got to charge the remote control, that's why it's not working, but it does the same functions as the 3 buttons back here. It allows you to sort of turn off each laser, because you don't really need to be wasting batteries by using every single plane, because this does chew up battery life. And yeah, it's just a nice little remote. You can hang it off a carabiner or something like that. That's pretty cool. And you can turn it right off if you need to. You can adjust the brightness on it, and these are the different vectors. So same down here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it actually tells you if the laser is a little bit out of level. Okay, the degrees. So that's kind of cool. I haven't really needed to use that though, but it does tell you like where the laser's sitting on the floor if the floor is a little bit out of level. So that's kind of cool. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the laser, especially at this price point. It's been, you know, pretty solid. I've only been using this laser for about a month now, and a lot of the times it's just because my other lasers, like my Bosch and the DeWalt and stuff, the batteries have been dead and I just haven't charged them. So I just grabbed this guy, and it's been great. I guess not having such an expensive laser, I'm not really that worried about it. Like if one of my guys kicks it or drops it or something, it's not the end of the world. And that's always a worry. I have the Bosch green plain laser, and I think I paid like over $500 for it. And I've seen it drop twice in my lifetime owning that thing. And it's just a hard pill to swallow when you see someone drop your laser. So the cheaper lasers might be better if you're running a crew and multiple guys are using them. That's another thing to think about when you're purchasing something like this. If it's just you and you're going to baby it, then, you know, maybe you want to spend a few more bucks and get something with a few more features. But if you're a homeowner, if you're a DIY-er, this definitely gets the job done. Even if you're a contractor, this will get the job done, no problem. You know, for setting cabinets, I use lasers all the time for setting cabinets, checking level of basically anything, you know, grade, floors, all that kind of stuff. So lasers are super handy. Once you have them, you'll just start to find more uses for all of them. So yeah, I hope this helps, guys. Make sure you subscribe. I don't know if I said that earlier on, but make sure you subscribe and hit that notify bell and give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Definitely leave some comments down below. Love to hear from you. Have you used any of the Huepar lasers? They have so many out there. I honestly don't understand why, but they have like 10, I'd say at least 10 different styles, and they all look really cool. All right, guys, hope you liked the video. Keep on crushing it. We'll catch you later.